Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 mistakes that a lot of VPNs make. Alright guys, a quick word from one of my favorite products. Are you guys ever worried about getting doxxed? I know I am, and that's why I use a service like Incognito to make sure no one can find my IRL information if they find my name. A service like Incognito goes through all the available data brokers out there like white pages and these different websites. It will tell these websites to remove your information and it saves you tons of time. Use my link in the description down below to get 50% off Incognito as you see here on this website to get this deal. This is my top rated data broker removal tool. It's around half the price of competing services like Delete Me, and it has a better interface to boot. So thanks for checking out this one, and let's get back to the video. Number one mistake I see with VPNs is not kind of catering to a more general user base. I see a lot of VPNs really focusing on just privacy only. However, with VPNs, there's also a larger market share of people who want to use them. For example, some VPNs like Mulvad, they're doing okay for what they are, and it's a smaller company and everything like that. However, they've never worked with stream compatibility, which means if someone wants to use a VPN to unblock geo restrictions or kind of use a VPN for that specific case to get new content on Netflix or to watch shows they can't watch without a VPN, they can't really use Mulvad for those reasons. And I do think that sometimes this can be a mistake when certain VPNs kind of don't widen their product offering to do things like that. If we look at example of the search trends with something comparing Mulvad and NordVPN, I do think this is one of the reasons why NordVPN has gotten bigger. It really does have a very wide kind of use case for its product offering, especially with stuff like MeshNet, which allows you to set up kind of a local area network and remote in and stuff like that. But if you take a look at the size of Mulvad and NordVPN, I'm sure there are other reasons for this discrepancy in traffic, but you can see the difference here. NordVPN is just a much bigger and better product in my opinion, and one of the reasons could be stream compatibility. Some of these VPNs just don't have that feature, and it's definitely a con in my opinion, and a mistake if VPNs don't work on using that, since a lot of people do like that feature for VPN. Now guys, the second mistake that VPNs make obviously is not having good security. And if you look on the internet long enough, you'll find multiple examples of no-name VPNs having really bad security. A lot of these are free VPNs, and you can see examples here. This one was from a couple of years ago. 7 no-log VPNs were caught having bad security. Stuff like UFO VPN, Fast VPN, Free VPN, Super VPN, Flash VPN, Rabbit VPN. They all share a common entity, which is a white labeled VPN, and they're all kind of based in China. And they had some major security issues. Additionally, you can even see other big VPNs like ExpressVPN leaking DNS requests with a buggy split tunneling feature. Also, there have been hackers that have come after Windscribe for having poor security and not the best code. This guy says here, Windscribe is a smaller VPN provider, but while they have made their code open source, it took him 5 minutes to find code quality that is more in line with his first C++ project than a multi-million-dollar company's flagship product. So yeah, having poor security and poor code is definitely a symptom that VPN is kind of messing up, and it's a common mistake a lot make that can endanger their reputation at large. Another common mistake that VPNs do make is not putting enough money and figuring out how to market their product well. At the end of the day, VPNs all do the same thing. They kind of share the same server providers. They use the same protocol. They didn't design the protocol. Jason Donenfeld designed the WireGuard protocol that pretty much every VPN uses. So it's not that much proprietary individually about each VPN. It's more about the pricing mechanics, some individual features here and there, some of the bundled offerings maybe. But at the end of the day, to get your product in front of people and get them to use it, you need to use clever marketing. And not every VPN is able to do this the same way. Some VPNs like NordVPN, ExpressVPN, Surfshark, IPVanish, some of these VPNs are very good at marketing, probably because the CEOs themselves were good at securing funding to pay for that marketing. But at the end of the day, it did give them a boost in their overall kind of company's health and longevity. If you take a look here at a chart like this, we can see kind of various marketing from kind of different companies who do it differently. NordVPN is probably the king of marketing in my opinion. They've really locked down YouTube sponsorships. I'm not sponsored by them on this channel, but their affiliate program is very good and they're very loyal to their affiliates. They don't just cut them off or anything like that. They have good partnerships with affiliates, which I appreciate. Other VPNs like TorGuard, not so much. They cut me off and cut a lot of other people off from their affiliate program. It's not clear exactly why. They don't really have good affiliate relations anymore, and the marketing in general just hasn't really been that good, and you could kind of see that reflected in Google search results. On the other hand, you have a VPN like Windscribe, which used to have an affiliate program kind of somewhere around this time period. It was around 10. Now it's kind of the same. So cutting their affiliate program didn't really seemingly affect them that much. Didn't necessarily make them get any bigger though either. So that's kind of an interesting kind of neutral example, I guess. But at the same time, you know, the company's search results haven't really grown or anything like that. So who's to say how effective the marketing is kind of with that strategy, cutting out affiliates and trying to kind of do their own thing with hardly any marketing. It doesn't really seem to have affected the company really at all. So who's to say if that's effective or not? But at the end of the day, not doing enough marketing can hurt your company, and it's a very important thing in a very competitive marketplace because, like I said, all VPNs pretty much do the same thing. So how do you get your product to get actually used by people? There's plenty of VPNs out there that didn't do very good marketing in my opinion. Cactus VPN, it really never did that good of marketing or focused any on marketing. Let's look at some other VPNs that have like just kind of done nothing really in terms of trying to get people to look at their product. Let's look at AirVPN. So we have this product, you know, you never see anyone talking about it. And then look at the kind of trajectory of the company. It's kind of had an uptrend a little bit, and that's probably because some other VPNs like Molvad and some of the other ones on Reddit that people like block port forwarding. AirVPN is one of the only ones that kind of still supports port forwarding. Not that good of a VPN overall though, but I do kind of attribute that to that traffic there. But at the end of the day, my point still stands. Marketing is very important for a VPN. So I think another big problem that a lot of VPNs have and don't do enough is interacting with the community. I see this a lot from Surfshark, and I do think it's something that makes the VPN special. You see on their Reddit, their Discords, they do have really good updates with their community, listening to the community, discussing things with the community, showing updates that have come out. I think this is important to make customers feel kind of loyal to the product and interested. And I think that's a good thing Surfshark does. A lot of VPNs don't do this enough. I think even Nord probably could interact with their community a little bit more. And a lot of VPNs simply just don't do this. I know several VPNs that don't have subreddits active. They don't even have forums active. They don't have a Discord. They hardly post on Twitter. This kind of stuff is important to interact with your community, listen to them, implement the product offering improvements. I think that's just very important. I think another mistake that a lot of VPNs make nowadays is not having interesting enough bundled offerings. I've seen this especially with VPNs like TorGuard, just kind of failing to try to make new products that add to their VPN offering, and I think that can hurt profits if you don't add and kind of incentivize new prices, new interesting things for people to want to buy to increase your company's profits. Otherwise things can stagnate and people can kind of move on to more interesting newer offerings, and I think that's what's happened over the years. If you look at the top VPNs in the marketplace right now, Surfshark and Nord, look at this. They have antivirus, Incognito. You can buy all this in a bundled VPN. Nord has its password manager, drive support, all in-house design products, and they can complement VPN use. So if you see a VPN that's just only making VPN, chances are it's kind of going down a little bit in search trends because it's not really staying up to date and kind of innovating and making new products to interest people in their core offerings. All right, guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you're interested in my top 2 VPNs, check the link in the description down below. I'll give you 4 and 3 months simultaneously with 2 extra VPNs with really good discounts, my top 2 right now, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.